It's SEC Media Day, and all of the Southeastern Conference has come out to play. Welcome back to sports. I'm Justin Ahlum. Outside the Sanders practice complex, where the Gators have just finished their first spring practice of the 2019 spring. Head coach Dan Mullen was very enthusiastic following the practice, saying that he's excited for the team this year, as we saw some familiar faces back on the practice field. It was a battle in the animal kingdom here at Citizens Field on Friday night as the Buchholz Bobcats took down the Fleming Island Eagles 38-35 in overtime. Not 30, not 40, not 50, but 51 points for the Hawthorne Hornets on this Friday night as they swarmed the PK Young Blue Wave 51-13 on their home field here in Hawthorne. A big victory for the football program, and Coach Cornelius Ingram thinks this team is heading in the right way. Hawthorne High School's locker room is plastered in orange. School pride is obvious.
So one thing that you have here, you have a love, infinite love of the game of basketball. They love it, it's intense.
A banner in the gym honors the 1987 boys basketball team, state champs among 1A small schools. In this year's tournament, Hawthorne is just 3 wins away from adding 2018 to that banner.
I mean, it'd definitely be huge. A lot of those fans that have been around watching since, the 80s, they still here, they support the kids. I think it would be real big for the community.
A win by Hawthorne in the state championship would give them their first since 1987. But something looms over that banner, the school, and the town. The possibility of Hawthorne High closing. After years of poor grades, the school hasn't scored a C since 2011. The school is under pressure.
Through the entire school year, DOE is here almost, seems like once a week. They're in and out of classrooms. Our administration is in and out of classrooms. So, I mean, it's been in progress.
For a town like Hawthorne, where the school is a major employer, closure would be devastating.
So we are definitely a tight-knit community, so it's kind of hard to fathom us shutting down and having our kids be spread out everywhere else.
For now, the basketball team is trying to focus just on the tournament.
So for their mindset, it's really just obtaining the goal, getting the ring that they've been chasing. And the hard part, especially being a student athlete, is the student part, because in the back of their minds, we know if we don't perform how we need to perform on our test, and that's coming up soon, and it's a possibility this is the last go-around for Hawthorne High School.
For the players, they have a state championship to win.
It'll bring us even closer together. More like a family, but we're going to celebrate together.
And when the clock hits 0 for the final time, the basketball team and the town it plays for will know whether the school's efforts were enough on the court and in the classroom.
Orders on 3, 1, 2, 3. Orders.
For many high school athletes, continuing to play their sport at the next level is a dream come true. Today, a dream became reality for thousands of kids across the country. Welcome back to sports. I'm Justin Ahlum. A handful of those talents have chosen to call the Swamp their home and are set to arrive in Gainesville this coming fall. One of the players that will rock the orange and blue come September, outside linebacker Chris Bogle. Out of Cardinal Gibbons High School in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Bogle was a first-team All-County player in Broward County. He decommitted from Alabama over the weekend, clearing a path to join the Gators today. Head coach Dan Mullen said that winning recruiting battles against the likes of Alabama and Georgia shows the direction the program is heading in.
I think that's huge for us, and those are, right now those are the teams that played for the SEC championship this year, and that's the level we want to be on. So, being able to win those recruiting battles is going to help to hopefully beat them on the field as well.
In addition to Bogle, the Gators officially welcomed some longtime commits to the program. Included in the group is athlete DeJuan Black and wide receiver R.J. Henderson. Florida is also expected to add Kaiir Elam, a 4-star cornerback. Kaiir, the nephew of former Gators standout Matt Elam, comes from the Benjamin School in North Palm Beach, Florida. With these signees, the Gators' 2019 class ranks 9th in the nation according to 24/7 Sports. A gritty Florida team will put its 4-game winning streak on the line against the only winless team in conference play. Welcome back to sports. I'm Justin Ahlum. Versus Vanderbilt 2 weeks ago, the Gator men's basketball team grinded out a win against the struggling Commodores despite shooting only 33% from the field. One of Florida's saving graces in that game, their success from the charity stripe. Florida went 23 of 28 from the free throw line that night and have shot 82% from the stripe during their 4-game winning streak. Head coach Mike White says the team has done multiple things well to see the success in getting to the line.
We've found ways to get there, whether it be paint touches by driving it, late game playing with a lead, drawing fouls, getting to the foul line, post-ups, offensive rebound, put-back opportunities. I mean, it's just kind of been a combination of it all.
White is looking for his first win at Vanderbilt as the Gators head coach. He called Memorial Gym a unique place to play and says the team is focused on getting its first win against the Doors. Tip-off for tonight's contest is scheduled for 9 o'clock. In softball, the Gators are on the West Coast for a daunting 5-day swing against multiple top 25 opponents. They'll start this challenging 6-game stretch tonight when they take on the second-ranked UCLA Bruins. While the trip may be a long one for some of the players, a handful of Gators will return to the state they call home. 5 of Florida's 25-man roster come from California, including star players Amanda Lorenz and Sophia Reynoso. Gator head coach Tim Walton hopes the trip out west will bring out the best in his team.
It's going to be good. I mean, there's some good feel about this, going out west. I really like, the challenge. It's always a challenge. It doesn't matter who we play out west. It's always a challenge to play. You have to be on top of your game, and that's why I said we have to take it to another level for sure.
Tonight will be the first of 2 games against the Bruins, with the other game scheduled for Friday night. 4 of their next 6 contests will come against top 25 teams, with 2 top 5 games scheduled on Friday. And last night, the Gator baseball team beat the Jacksonville Dolphins 4-3 in extra innings. Tonight, the Gators return home to host the UCF Knights. Florida has struggled against their in-state foe, dropping 3 in a row dating back to 2017. The Gators are expected to throw freshman Ben Specht, who will make his first career start in orange and blue. First pitch is scheduled for 6 p.m. With spring sports in full swing, Gator football's spring session is just around the corner. This morning, the team announced their open practice schedule along with a date for the Gators Pro Day. On March 12th, 13th, 23rd, and 27th, the Gators practices will be free and open to the public. Fans can watch practice at the Sanders practice fields. UF's Pro Day will also take place on March 27th. This will be one of the last chances for former Gators to show out before the NFL draft. Deep runs in the playoffs for multiple local teams ended on Tuesday night in boys basketball. The Eastside Rams, playing in the regional semifinal, fell to Palatka 61-60 on their home court. Up just 3 at the half, the Rams couldn't hold on during the final 16 minutes of play. Palatka pulled through at the end of the contest as the Rams missed a free throw down 1 point with only seconds to go. The Rams finished their season with a 26-3 record. Eastside wasn't the only team to fall in regional play. The Gainesville Hurricanes fell on the road to the Columbia Tigers 46-42. It was the Hurricanes' second loss in the last 3 games to the Tigers. In Hawthorne, the Hornets hosted Madison County in their regional final. Down to the wire, Hawthorne was unable to hang on, failing to score in the final 3 minutes. Ranked as the 2 best teams in 1A, second-ranked Madison County took the contest 53-48 and advanced to the state semifinals. And in other regional finals, Bell fell to the defending 1A champions, the Wildwood Wildcats, 62-53. In Jacksonville, PK Young's boys squad lost to Jacksonville University Christian 83-63. The Blue Wave ended their season with a 24-5 record. And in the girls' 4A state semifinal this morning, PK Young lost to Miami Country Day 81-50. Miami Country Day is ranked number 2 in the entire nation, according to MaxPreps.com. They'll play Carrollwood Day out of Tampa tomorrow at 2 p.m. for the state title. So, guys, a bunch of Gator games happening tonight: baseball, softball, basketball. Where are your eyes going to be glued to?
My eyes are going to be on basketball. Florida-Vandy's always a tough one. Vandy always gives Florida some trouble, especially at Vanderbilt. What do you think, Sky?
I mean, I'm excited to see some Gators softball. They're undefeated right now, playing a number 2 team in the nation. Doesn't get much better than that.